We're back with the messenger of the Lord. This time he's with Joshua. He had been with Moses in the burning bush, and now the Israelites have made their way through the wilderness for 40 years, and they're in the promised land, the next generation. Moses' generation couldn't enter because of their waywardness and their idolatry. And here they are in the promised land, and they're looking at peoples who are occupying the promised land. They're looking forward to milk and honey and the blessings and prosperity and shalom of life in the promised land. And instead, they're going to have to battle. And I'm sure they're nervous about the battles ahead. And that is the context for our reading from Joshua chapter 5. So let's listen for the word of the Lord. Once when Joshua was by Jericho, he looked up and he saw a man standing before him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went to him and said to him, "Are you one of us or one of our adversaries?" Another translation is, "Are you on our side or are you on the side of our enemies?" The man replied, "Neither, but as commander of the army of the Lord I have now come." And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and worshipped. And he said to him, "What do you command your servant, my lord?" The commander of the army of the Lord said to Joshua, "Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground." And Joshua did so. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So you'll notice a lot of parallels between the call of Moses and here the call of Joshua. They were standing on holy ground, both of them, and they were told to remove their sandals, and Joshua worships the commander of the Lord's army. I believe in both cases we have Jesus standing before Moses and Joshua. Go back to my sermon a couple of weeks ago to hear my argument for the burning bush. Here with Joshua, we hear that it's a man, but at the same time, we have Joshua falling to the ground, prostrate, and worshiping the Lord. And so we have God and we have man, and Christians understand that the God-man, the one who is fully divine and fully human, is Jesus. I think there's more good reasons to believe for Christians, at least, that this is Jesus standing before Joshua, the commander of the Lord's army. When Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane with his disciples and the guards came and arrested him, Peter attacked one of the guards, cut off his ear. Jesus got up and he restored the man's ear and healed him. And he said to Peter, "Peter, lay down your sword. Don't you know that I could call upon my Father and my Father would send 12 legions of angels?" A legion is 1,000 troops. And so Jesus is saying that 12,000 angels are at his command. And if he asked for that help would be given. We have another text in Revelation with Jesus commanding the angels to go out and execute final judgment upon the earth, cleansing and purifying it of all evil and wickedness, preparing it for the consummation of the kingdom of heaven on earth, just as it is in heaven. And so in both of these texts, we have angels, armies of angels, at the command of Jesus. And so the commander of the Lord's army here in Joshua, good reason for Christians to believe that that is Jesus before him. The text from Revelation also teaches us how we should handle these difficult texts of Joshua and Judges. When the angels are sent to purify the earth finally for the coming of the kingdom, that's what the Israelites have to do. They have to purify the promised land, rid it of idolatry, in order to settle and live at peace and shalom in the promised land and receive the wholeness, the prosperity that God wants for them there.